Hello, hello, you beautiful soul. So I had a love message coming through, right? I actually received just like massive downloads today in terms of love, and I could not write it down, do the things, get it like processed fast enough. But I have managed to retain a little bit of it. I've been feeling this crazy energy surge and like building, right? Just like energy is building within a connection, right? And this was like a love connection, but not in what I'm getting is that like this type of love transcends all love, all that you thought love could be, right? So it's just like the most pure unconditional love, like soul connection. Okay. So wow. Wow. Somebody in the collective is feeling like they're crazy is what I was getting. And I just saw 111. Feeling like you're crazy. Okay. And like your intuition is being tested is what I was getting. Like if you were to accept the fact that your intuition is telling you this and you are feeling a pull or a draw on a soul level to something, someone, if you were to deny that, you would have to deny everything else that your intuition has told you that you've been right on, right? Because this is not for the weak, right? This message isn't for the newbies. This is someone who has been on a journey. You've been on a path, you've been on a journey, spiritual path, self-healing, self-love, whatever. However it started, I don't know. But there was someone, an energy that came into your experience that you met. And this person, I'm hearing like hit a reset button. Like hit a reset button. Okay, so what I'm getting is if you've met somebody, right, you have a connection with somebody. I don't even need the cards right now. If you have a connection with somebody on a soul level in this soul space, right, this message could be for you. But this is for someone who has reached inner union, right? This is for a collective that has done the work, right? This is for a collective that has learned to completely love themselves unconditionally, right? So another thing I was getting was like when you are okay, let me preface this by saying that the inner union is so important. Okay, the inner union is mad important with this whole experience. There's so much that goes into this. I'm getting right now. This is what happened to me earlier. I could not process. There's too much information. Okay, restart. 333. Holy moly. Okay, so you start a journey, right? You're on this path. You want to find harmony and love within your experience, right? So you're going along this path and you're just like, I'm just trying to heal myself, heal my soul, and this and that. Well, you want to fall in love with yourself so that you can fall in love with your experience. And what ended up happening was there was someone that was put into your path to kind of, because you asked for it, right? You asked for your destined path to be shown to you, right? Is what I just heard. Like you were seeking this out. You were looking for this without realizing exactly what you were looking for. Okay. So you met this person, and whenever you met this person, you might have even felt crazy energy surges, right? Or even like, I'm feeling nervous right now thinking about it. Like maybe you felt like your body was in a vice grip. Maybe you felt like you're having a panic attack or an anxiety attack, or like you needed to calm, all the way down. Maybe you even went to get yourself checked out. Like you thought you were, having an episode of some sort. Right. So this energy like meets you and really mirrors to you the things that you need to heal, right? Because you know that you're healing, you know that you're on this journey. You knew whenever this energy manifested itself into your reality that you were looking for yourself, right? And all the fragmented pieces of yourself. And this connection comes in to show you yourself really good, where you can grow and where you can heal and where you can love yourself even more, right? This is the connection that drives you truly into inner union. Ooh, that's powerful. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so you, you do this, right? And for some people, it might have freaked you out, right? And you're just like, I can't even process. And maybe that's why I was having such a hard time. That could be part of the message is like, I can't even process the amount of energy and information that's coming in since I've met this person, right? And there had to be a long period of grounding these energies, right? Grounding into the Kundalini awakening, if that's, if that resonates with you, or being able to balance your own inner masculine and feminine energy, right? But what I'm hearing right now is that you were on that path, right? But this person, and that's where the reset button comes in, is that this person works as an activator, right? This connection activates that like last, well, I wouldn't say last because we're always healing, right? But that one big like hill that you had to get over, like this connection is what truly drove you further into yourself, right? Is what I was getting. And oh my gosh. So what happens, and I've experienced this personally, where you've reached this inner union, right? And let's say you go into meditation or you're going to spend some time with yourself because you just want to spend some time with yourself, right? And there's another energy there with you. And you're like, what are you doing here? I'm really trying to just be by myself. But it's like, it is yourself, right? It is you. And very fascinating experience to have. So maybe you experience this, or and this is not gender specific, right? Male or like man, woman, whatever, it's energy. So I was getting like the divine masculine energy is right now very comfortable being balanced within their own energies, right? And really learning to trust their intuition, right? And balancing like the logical brain and the intuition, right? Truly balancing it and feeling comfortable and confident in their own divine feminine energies, right? And so what I'm feeling right now is that once the divine masculine gets good and familiar with their own divine feminine energy, they feel it within themselves, it's easier to recognize in somebody else, right? When you're in their energy, you're like, oh my gosh, this is literally my energy, right? That's what I was feeling, is that like the divine masculines are remembering their soul, right? I don't know how that makes sense, but it's like, I mean, I guess it does, but either way, I feel like that was nonsensical. But anyways, okay, so I did want to pull just like a couple of cards just because I said it was. We're already like 10 minutes in almost, and I've just been channeling. Yes, okay. I feel like the divine masculines, and this is how I always can recognize the divine masculine, is that they're connected to nature, right? Like, I tell you what, there's nothing like a man or a masculine, men, women, whatever, a masculine energy that is in touch with the mother, right? It's so beautiful. And to be able to appreciate nature and all of its glory and all of its beauty. So, anyways, but now I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles, steady progression, and in the material world, like in the earthly realm, physical realm. So, a steady progress and stability. And I've been seeing crazy fours, and I've been sensing so much grounding and stability in the masculine energy. Yeah, I feel like in the past, oh, hardworking. Now I'm feeling like in the past, they've learned how to, or in the past, or past present energies, this could go whatever, learned how to like move through their feelings, right? Like how to experience their feelings, and find a way to work with that, like working with their feeling body, if that makes sense. As divine feminines, speaking as a divine feminine, we are typically a little bit more comfortable with feeling our way through things, right? So I feel like the divine masculines right now are really getting comfortable with feeling their way through this experience rather than trying to think their way through it, right? And shifting out of like what they think something should look like. And this is what I was getting with this connection, is that this is a soul connection, right? And it's like unconditional love, soul connection. It's not something that is like rooted in lower frequencies, like lower density energies, right? And maybe when you first met this person, they mirrored to you the things that, you know, obviously the things that you needed to work on, which were probably, you know, lust filled, or I'm even getting like for some people, like you could have met like really weird situations where someone found out. Ooh, this is interesting. Someone found out about you from somebody else, and that's how you even came into their experience. Judgment. So yes, okay, this is so beautiful. Hee hee hee. New beginnings, judgment. I feel like right now, usually when I see this card, and I read intuitively a lot of the times, but right now I'm seeing this card, like, I feel like the divine masculines have a lot of options. Like, I feel like the divine masculines are not lacking in possibilities when it comes to dating options, right? But a true divine masculine is not going to just entertain anybody, right? Like, you have to earn their attention or whatever. Like, they have to see you, I guess. But in this card, it's like I feel like the divine masculines are truly just seeing their divine feminines and like really just seeing them, like going mad over it. But either way, the energy that I've been feeling for the collective is like this steady persistence and reliance on God and their path, their purpose, the things that they know to be true, like their inner knowing, right? Trusting that. And I was also picking up this energy that's like even within some of these possibilities, and this could go either way. Some people could be trying to some of these energies, gosh, what's the word? Codependency. Gosh almighty. Codependency. I feel like there's people in your energy, right? Because this collective is so divine, right? Like your energy is so just, it's tasty. And so people want that, right? But it's something that's worthy of being protected. It's not something that you just go and like let people take from you. So there might be people that are like wanting to date you, or maybe you're noticing that you're getting a little bit more attention. It's because you're just like truly magnetic. Whether you're a male or a female, you have like ignited this feminine energy right within you, and it just like draws people in is what I'm getting, right? But just because your energy draws people in doesn't mean that they deserve it, right? So there's that. Oh my goodness. So there's so much energy going on right now with love, because I was getting also this vision of like this stuff coming together, right? I actually had to meditate before I did this, because I just needed to process for a minute. But what I was getting was like this inner union, right? Inner union. I just kept seeing so many souls uniting within themselves, right? And it was just waves and waves of just like these gaps closing in and just gaps closing in. And so what has happened is, because regardless of whether you're looking for love or not outside of yourself, if you've made it to this point, you are more than likely on a twin flame journey, okay? And you you go on this road, this path to find union within yourself, right? And you turn around and find union outside of yourself, right? And not yet, though. I'm not feeling union yet, but I was seeing that inner union, right? I was seeing that inner union of your divine masculine and your divine feminine, uniting. So how things work here, right? If you're on a twin soul journey, I use the word twin soul. I feel like that resonates with me more, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. If you are on a twin soul journey and you have reached inner union, by the laws here, you must reach physical union, right? Because what is happening in here is going to manifest out here, right? If you have found another part of your soul that is not physically in your body right now, and you know is existing here, right? That's just another incarnation of your soul existing here. And oh my goodness. It's just the laws, okay? It's just the laws. It's just how things work, right? This whole reality is a manifestation of our inner reality. And if you've reached inner union and you have a divine counterpart here, then the physical union is going to manifest in whichever way is best for everybody's highest good, period, right? It's going to look different for everybody. And it's going to transcend and break the mold that has been placed in terms of love and what love should look like, right? Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I love you guys. There's so much going on, not just love. I've been getting so many downloads lately, and I've really been trying to process everything. Right? I love you. You're amazing. You're important, and you're needed, and you're wanted, and I love you.